Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Harris has it over the middle. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
The Steelers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Lawrence.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence setting up the screen. Harris.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Now Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. A front door totally Easily shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
On 2nd and 9.
Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 22 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that is a huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Quick slant here to Smith.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Chase. 5 catches, 53 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
On second down, here's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure out of the passer.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Smith. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3rd and goal, Burrow. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They begin with a run by Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass to Mixon on the check down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. James now to return it. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completes this one to Pickens. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Lawrence. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Complete. It's Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 42 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Burrow. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon to the 27-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. James has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Lawrence. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. It's caught. Smith. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A draw play for Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
First down. Here's Burrow.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mixon with a first down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, it's Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow over the middle to Smith. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr., a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He gets it complete to Harris. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's James.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 36. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Harris.
He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow got a man open. It's Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mixing up the middle. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground with Harris. DJ Reader there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. nowadays an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Meanwhile, Lawrence is throwing into the hands of Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Steelers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go play action with Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Burrow will throw.
That's caught one more time by Boyd.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Inside handoff to Mixon.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Devin Asiasi, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So now the Steelers down 28-24. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down.
Lawrence. He's got Pickens complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then...
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here. Late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Here's Lawrence. That's to Freiermuth. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And that's going to be too high.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Extra point put through by Boswell. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. Trailing by a field goal. 1:06 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
To throw, Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. This is Harris. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
He's got it.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they take a knee. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Steelers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.